Hi, welcome to another episode of Holistic Wellness, and my name is Dr. Rama Prasad. I'm in the Ayurveda and Wellness for the last almost 30 years as a professional, and today we'll talk about stress. We'll talk about all aspects of stress, what is stress, and how does it work in your body, what does it do to your body and mind, and how to handle it, how to manage it. The word stress has been in this context for the last 30-40 years. Stress as tension, pressure, etc. And before that, stress was more like a normal word, never used a lot. In physics, the word stress was used to talk about the stress, how to put stress, how to stress a metal sheet. The word stress today we use it as in a situation that something is giving us hard time, something is pressurizing us and pushing us to the edge of our ability, etc. When you ask the experts about exactly what stress is, it's very hard to get a clear answer. Everyone talks about the stress effects. It burns you out, it depletes you, it causes sleep issues, emotional issues, physical health issues, etc. So stress has got an effect on every part of your body, has got a role in every disease, etc. has been fully established. But if you ask the expert what stress is, it's hard to get a clear answer. They talk about the stressor, the stressing, stress event, and the stressed, all aspects. It won't give you a clear idea. So in this episode, we are trying to figure out what stress is exactly and precisely. Because once you know what stress is, we can act on it, work on it effectively. Now, to know stress, we need to know how mind works. Generally, we call it psychological stress, mental stress. So we need to know exactly how mind works. I'm using some modern understanding along with my Ayurvedic training. So I'm going to use plain language as well. So it'll be easier for you. So mind has got three layers. One is the unconscious layer, then the subconscious layer, and finally the conscious mind. So three minds: unconscious, subconscious, and conscious mind. Unconscious mind is the DNA, RNA, genetic programming, ancestral beliefs, whatever you call it, all those in one. It's an unconscious mind. It can be compared to the operating system of your computer or your phone. Subconscious mind is like the app folder in your computer. You can install or uninstall an app on your computer, phone, but in our subconscious mind, you can only install it. So an app is an ability. Email app, web browser is an app, TV is an app. You'll have hundreds of apps on your phone. So each app gives you an ability, gives your phone an ability. Similarly, everything you learn is an ability. The subconscious mind is full of abilities. So things we learn, such as making a cup of tea, crossing the road, communicating with people, being nice, etc., are all abilities, and these abilities are learned. We can call it conditioning. So subconscious mind is a current conditioning. Since birth, everything you learned is a conditioning, or you can call them abilities, or which are similar to apps. And conscious mind, the third and the most physical layer, conscious mind. Conscious mind is anatomy and physiology, the sense organs, motor organs. So sensory part is the conscious mind. It picks up information, submits it to the subconscious, which assesses it, makes a conclusion, and forwards it to the motor organs, etc. So that's how the mind works. Think about the computer. When an app is corrupt, the computer can be slow, very slow, or it may crash. Similarly, when an ability that we have installed in our subconscious mind causes problem, we get stress. I'll explain that. An app has got bytes, right? App is made of bytes. Similarly, an ability is made of beliefs. So a Gmail app will be 25 megabytes. So that many bytes. And making a cup of tea is made of a number of beliefs. What are the beliefs? You believe you need a kettle. You believe you need a cup. You believe you need a tea bag, milk. All those things are beliefs. You believe you need electricity to make it happen. You need to have a spoon. You need to have sugar. You need milk powder, and goes on and on. They're all beliefs. Beliefs means data, piece of data, piece of information. That's it. So an ability is made of beliefs. If one of these beliefs is not accurate to how life works, then we have a problem. It stresses you. An example is this: say you believe in certain quality of food and your friend is using a substandard ingredient for making the cup of tea, and it stresses you. You believe in delivering certain standards or quality of work at your office, and your boss is asking for a different quality. It stresses you. So when the belief is not according to how life currently works, then we get stressed. So that's one way of looking at it. Second one is this: you over stress a belief or an ability, and that's a stress. That's also stress. Now, how does it affect the body? Body and mind are like mirrors. Body is a mirror image of your mind. We are talking about the subconscious specifically. Body is the mirror image of your subconscious mind. So, body is made of parts. Every part has got an ability. Mind works in terms of abilities. Ability to cross the road, ability to move forward, ability to be nice, ability to be seen as a good person, ability to connect with the community. Everything is ability. Ability to be at the right pace in your life, ability to know right and wrong, ability to voice your opinions, ability to stand for your rights. Everything is ability. And the funniest thing is this: body is made of abilities, mind works in terms of abilities, and they match and mirror. Every mental ability has got a physical part that delivers the same ability. For example, moving forward. It's a mental ability. It's also a physical ability. Having a good image is a mental ability. You need to do certain things to have a good image. It's also a physical image. There's a physical image that matches it. So when we stress about anything in life, in terms of an ability, stress means holding on to that thought longer, deeper, or stronger than we can afford. Corresponding part of the body will show it. And this is the effect of stress on body. Our body is mirroring, matching this mental stress and telling us, this is what's happening, it's time to upgrade your beliefs. Life is all about learning and growing, right? And here, physical condition of any kind is telling us it's time to upgrade through this overstressed abilities being matched by the physical component, corresponding component and it's a message. So we talk about work is stressful, life is stressful, relationship is stressful, being single is stressful, being married is stressful, having children. We can, anything can bring stress to us. When there is stress, the Ayurvedic approach is this: sit down, observe, watch, get into it and understand the situation, learn from it, upgrade yourself with the help of experts, and that won't stress you again. But being life being constant learning and growing in wisdom, there'll be always stress coming along in the future. We can only learn and grow, upgrade and dissolve it. We are taking a break. We'll be back very soon. Don't go away. Welcome back again. We were talking about stress. We were talking about the 3 layers of mind and how they work and how body matches your mind in the previous part. Let's talk about how exactly we interpret a condition, stress-related condition. As we know, every disease has got a stress component. In fact, stress is the beginning, then the other layers get affected. And we have got the whole health condition such as acne or dermatitis or arthritis, tennis elbow, pericarditis, any condition, and there will be a stress right in the beginning. So stress is this: you're stressed about, you're worried about, or you're thinking excessively about certain things in your life, a specific thing about your life in terms of an ability. And the physical component, corresponding physical component matches it, mirrors it. This is the stress effect, stress and its effect. So how do we fix this? The best approach in dealing with stress is dissolve it. Dissolving is done by understanding it. I'll give you a quick case. This may not be applicable to every condition, but it's applicable to many conditions. A 40-year-old female with depression. She got depressed 3 years back when she started working for her husband, who just got rid of 20 of his staff due to a financial issue. My client had to manage the office. She thought he was a financial finance professional, and then she realized he's not just a finance professional. He was a debt collector. And my client was a Buddhist yoga teacher, meditation teacher, who believed in love, care, and compassion. That was her cornerstones. And after working for her husband for 3 months, she went into this deep depression. Generally depression means it's a very common condition these days. She was in tears. She never got out of the bed most of the day, and she had 3 kids. So she barely got out of the bed, somehow managed to look after the kids, drop them off to the school, etc. When she came to see me, she wanted to know why she developed this condition and how to fix this. Depression is a physical and mental condition, right? And I wanted to show her how she developed it. So there's a stress element in depression. Now it's easy for a professional to understand exactly what the element is. Through counseling, we can figure out what might be the cause, actual cause, but the ability she was stressing is very clear. So it's the match of her physical condition. In depression, brain stops producing the ultimate bodily chemicals such as neurotransmitters, melatonin, etc., which simply means body lives to produce happiness chemicals in simple terms. And when she realized that she went against her ultimate goals, everyone has goals, everyone has dreams and desires, and ultimate goals are matching to the ultimate chemicals that the body produces. The goals need to be achieved, this chemical needs to be achieved, same way. So the moment she made a conclusion, stressed about not achieving the ultimate goals, which are love, care, and compassion, because she's a debt collector now. A debt collector sends people to their clients or whoever, and takes their furniture and possessions because they couldn't pay the debt. So that's a debt collection. And she saw this as completely going against her philosophy, which is giving love, care, and compassion. The moment she made that conclusion and she reeled on it, so stressed on not achieving the ultimate goals, body started matching it. She said, I can see that, but what if I worry about my husband? I said, that's the same story. If you stress on that point, reel on that point, think that topic continuously and constantly about anyone around you, you or anyone else, about an event that happened in the past, that's happening in the present or future. If it is realistic or fictional, it doesn't matter. As long as you overdo that phrase, I can't achieve my ultimate goals, or my ultimate goals have been destroyed, body will match by stopping the production of neurotransmitters and or melatonin or something similar, and the result will be not happy. This is depression. And she said, but I did go against my ultimate goals. I said, I can help you to disprove it. She goes, love to do that, love to know that. I said, okay. Why did you help your husband in this heinous, in your words, activity? She said, otherwise he will lose his business. I said, great. What's wrong with losing his business? Oh, then we can't pay our mortgage. I said, what's wrong with that? Oh, then we'll lose our house. I said, what's wrong with that? I've got 3 kids under 10. I don't want to live on the street. I said, what's wrong with living on the street? Now, mind you, I did all the basic talk about the counseling. So I made sure she was on my side, I was on her side. So it was not like a confrontation, it was a counseling. I was just giving you the brief about it. Okay, so I said, what's wrong with living on the street? She said, I don't want that. I want my children to live in a nice, safe, comfortable place, comfortable house. I said, okay, so that's your ultimate goal, right? She said, yeah. Okay, did you achieve it? She said, yes. How did you achieve it? I worked my husband for a few months, and then he got out of the financial issues and started employing his old workers. And within 3 months, I got out of it. I said, okay, so the business is back on track. Of course, right. So you achieved your ultimate goal, right? She said, yeah. Okay, write it down. The person who said, she realized she couldn't achieve her ultimate goal, which she thought love, care, and compassion. Now she's saying she achieved her ultimate goal, which is giving her children a safe and comfortable space. I said, okay, so you did the only thing you could do, which was working for your husband to keep his work going, so that he could make enough money to pay the mortgage and cost for all other things, so that your children could have a good life. I said, I want you to read it again and again. Got her to read it like 6-7 times. Upgraded the language a little bit. I said, okay, can you read this 30 times when you get up in the morning, and 30 times before you go to bed? And whenever you get a chance to lie down, read it, record it, listen to it. It only took a week. Actually, I rewired her thinking. Her previous thinking was, I went against all my values, ultimate philosophy. I'm a failure. And body matched it by stopping the production of ultimate chemicals, resulting in depression. We rewired it with logic. Now she's saying, I achieved my ultimate goal by doing the only thing I could do, which was helping my husband keep his job with my help, so that we could pay our bills and mortgage, so that we could have children in a safe, good place. I achieved my ultimate goal. It changed everything. Within a week, depression slowly started leaving her. Now you might think, in every depression is the case. It's the same ability that's being stressed. There's a different reason. I lost my job, lost my partner, lost my dad, lost my this. I'm a failure. I failed in that, failed in this. There are many topics, but always will come down to one phrase, which is something to do with your failing to achieve your ultimate goal. That's it. We can worry about our children, parents, our political leaders, movie stars, our favorite icons, in terms of that, and the result will be depression. So this is the best way to address, catch the phrase, dissolve it, rewire the brain. Not difficult. Every disease is the same. Now, everyone can't do this. So there are many ways to manage the body while you're going through stress. How do you manage your body from falling apart while you're going through any stress, in this way or any other stress? There are. Keeping up with the exercises of a suitable kind for your body shape, body type. Marathoners don't need a lot of weightlifting. Weightlifters don't need a lot of running. Short putters have got a particular type of training. Horse riders, swimmers, they all look different, and they need to do specific exercises. This is where the personal trainer becomes more important. So keeping up the exercise, keeping up the energy level by eating the right kind of food. We'll talk about the high energy diet in one of the future episodes. So eating a high energy diet, giving your body lots of rest, technically 12 hours of rest from digestion, metabolism, so that you can repair. Meditation is an amazing technique. We'll talk about meditation today, briefly. So there are many ways. When it comes to treatments and therapies, there are so many. Once a week or once a month, you get a good massage, 90-minute massage. Shirodhara, Ayurveda is very popular for Shirodhara, when they put warm oil on the forehead. And the warm oil dissolves the stress, because body can be seen as a pyramid with thousands of ropes and pulleys tied to it. So whenever there's one pulley or one rope tightening here, every part of the body readjusts to that movement. Similarly, body goes through the similar tension management system as well, biomechanics. And usually all this stress, all this tension creeps up to the tip of the body, which is the head. So all these tensions are sitting in your head muscles, cranial muscles. Remember, you had the best massage when you least expected it at the hair salon? Yes. We are talking about head massage in a different way with warm oil. It's so relaxing. There are many therapies, foot massage, hand massage, head massage, face massage. There are so many different techniques. Singing is a stress relief. Meditation is a stress relief. There are so many ways. The others are like products based on your need. Say you need more vitamin B or anabolic herbs such as Indian ginseng or relaxation herbs or melatonin directly. So whatever you need needs to be supplemented. This is where the supplement comes in. During stress time, you utilize a lot more vitamins and minerals. So if you can supplement vitamins and minerals, you need to be under a professional's guidance. That's the only thing. You can't really just go to the shops and get all these products. So they're all fantastic ideas. So managing a body while you're going through stress, this is what's happening usually. Yoga classes, Pilates classes, various classes, gym, pump class, and all those classes are fantastic to keep the body, prevent the body from falling apart while you're going through stress. But in the beginning, what we mentioned was how to dissolve the stress. And most probably you'll have to do both in the beginning and then drop that extra things you do to keep the body going. So in stress management, addressing stress, there are two aspects. One, dissolving stress, and second one, managing your body and mind while you're going through stress. These are the two aspects. Another case study in this is psoriasis. This was a recent case. Psoriasis is so common in Australia and New Zealand because of various reasons. But one element is also always stress. When you look at psoriasis, what's happening in the psoriasis anatomy and physiology, or pathology, I should say, is skin cells are multiplying instead of 1 to 2, from 1 to 2 multiplication, it's going 1 to 1, 700, 800. That's excessive production of cell, but skin can't hold on to it, so they get dehydrated. It's a whole complex process. I'm just simplifying it. And you start shedding these silvery scales. That's psoriasis. It's an autoimmune inflammation. You need to know both. It's an autoimmune inflammation. That's a modern concept, modern scientific concept. What's happening in there is the skin producing excessive cells. And it cannot afford to hold on to it, so it loses it. Every psoriasis client I see in my clinic has got the same issue, same stress. They're worried about a number of different things, or completely different things. But the ability they stress is how to increase somebody's image. What's happening in the skin? Skin is increasing its cell production, which is the matching or mirroring of how to improve the image. How come skin is linked to image? When I look at you, I don't see your past. I don't see your training. I don't see your wisdom. I don't see your heart or brain. I don't see your kidney or liver. I don't see your emotions or feelings. I don't see anything except your skin. So being seen psychologically is the image, and physically is the skin. So the moment we worry about anything from the past, present, or future, realistic or fictional, about you, yourself, or somebody else, in terms of an image, your skin is going to start playing up. And long enough, hard enough, it becomes a skin condition. If you stress in terms of increasing the image, there's a possibility of developing psoriasis. Ruined image, it'll be eczema-like conditions. A threat to image, it could be bacterial or fungal infection. To make it be autoimmune, you need to have one more stress in it. That's this: I need to stop worrying about it. So the worry pattern will be like this. Oh my God, I need to improve my image. I need to have a better image. I need to have a better image. That's psoriasis. That will cause the skin to shake and shiver. The moment you say, I need to stop worrying about it, immune system stops paying attention to this organ while the organ is in the disease itself. So long enough, hard enough, when the subconscious mind repeats, I need to stop worrying about my need of improving my image, then body matches it with psoriasis. And you worry about eczema, you worry about your image is being ruined long enough, hard enough, or deep enough. That's eczema. So you can see how a mental pattern is reflected by your body. So body is telling us this is what's happening in the mind. Time to upgrade. The moment that happens, the disease is cured, or you are in remission, or the symptoms have disappeared, subsided. There are many ways to say this. So this was a brief introduction to stress, what stress is, and how it affects the body, along with how holistically we deal with those two aspects. Thanks again for listening to the Holistic Wellness episode. We are coming back with another one very soon. Thank you very much. This is Dr. Rama Prasad.